So this next project is also super dear to my heart. I feel like I spent some time, and if everyone in the room, please, if you guys could hold the chatter, please, can just respect that these guys come up on the stage. We're gonna do this on the stage. Another project that's dear to my heart, just like with Wuji, identified that there's someone here that's a rock star that could actually be a solution for health, and really pushing in the blockchain and the decentralized space to imagine something. So I want to tell you thank you, Kwangbu, for taking the time and the team. And I'm going to give you the floor.
Now we have somebody working on this. Hi, everybody. My name is Kwangbu Deng. I'm here with my team. Aaron's sitting in the back manning the machine. And of course, we have Daniel from Georgia Tech doing data sciences. Patrick from Georgia Tech as well. I've known Patrick for 25 years, doing data sciences. And of course, Kaushik doing distributed computing and blockchain programming for our team. We are part of UHAI, a platform that unifies medical information and then put it on a blockchain and then uses AI to find medical insights. Our project today touches on every woman's lives. Everybody, every woman in this room, every woman outside this room, and all those people that they touch. We are, of course, talking about breast cancer. Breast cancer is the #1 killer of women worldwide, claiming 800,000 lives annually, and representing 30% of all new cancer cases. Despite this high prevalence of this disease, some studies have claimed that radiologists misdiagnose 30% of the time. So to reduce false positives or false negatives, biopsies with only 2% chance of being malignant or ordered, mass lesion with only 2% of being malignant order for biopsies. So what's the problem? Only 15 to 30% of the biopsies come back positive as being cancerous. Cost of $400 per biopsy. Some estimates in the United States, we're going to approach $1 trillion in biopsy costs in the next decade. So high error rate coupled with high costs create a real burden on people's lives. I know because I experienced this firsthand. Let me talk to you about my friend Paul. Paul is my best friend in the Bay Area. For 4 years, he complained to his doctor about his back pain, his shortness of breath, his low energy. For 4 years, they told him, go home, take an aspirin. You're old, your testosterone level is low. Get a new mattress, stop exercising. Until one day, Paul was so sick that he drove himself to see his physician. But fortunately, his regular physician was not there. Another doctor saw him. And within a few days, they diagnosed him with stage 4 lung cancer, which is terminal. Paul is my inspiration for the UHAI project. If we had been around a few years ago, things would have been very, very, very different. I ask, is there a better way to detect cancer from what we're doing now? Is there a better way to practice medicine? And my answer to that is yes. And we're introducing UHAI Pink, a better way to detect breast cancer. This is a picture of mass lesion. Can anyone tell if this is benign or malignant? I would venture to say that some physicians would have a hard time telling if this is cancerous or not. So before we go into our demo, let me give you a brief overview of our architecture. First, the user uploads the data to our platform. Where the platform is, the file is then sent to the distributed file system, IPFS. We get the hash value back. The neural network performs its operation, and then it's sent to Ethereum for safekeeping. Only metadata encrypted are sent to the Ethereum blockchain for safekeeping. So why, we can do this with a lot of different technologies, but why do we choose blockchain? My answer is that because it's the smart contract that allows people to get tokens. We won't go into the tokens a lot, but it's offer instant scalability, instant ability, and there's a lot of backup of the data out there. And it's secure. Because security and privacy in healthcare data is first priorities, and it's our priorities as well. So now we're going to go to the demo. So let me just stop right here. So on the upper left here, you see the account where when you log in, you're going to see a history of your health information. The second one is a new, when you have new information, new medical information you want to upload to our platform for evaluation. The third one is a medical analysis history of all the evaluations we have done. And the fourth one is the digital wallet. On the UHAI platform, not only will you receive great medical insights from our neural network, but you also receive tokens for contributing to the platform by uploading your information. So let's go into demo. So you choose a file, an X-ray file, the same file that the radiologist sees. Enter a description. Click Upload. And now the data is being sent to the IPFS file storage. Neural network is doing its thing. And within a few seconds, it's going to be written to the Ethereum network, and now the data is back. For this particular file, there's a 97.5% chance of this lesion being cancerous. Within the last 48 hours, we were able to predict, our accuracy rate for each prediction is at 70%. And that's on par with some radiologists because sometimes they miss 30% of the time. And this is only on 1,300 images. With any neural network, the more images you have, the better it gets. We believe we can get the accuracy rates up to 98% for this data set. And this is not boasting. Literature can support us, and there's a paper that was published last week that can claim they reach over 98% accuracy. So what's next? What's next in the evolution here? So we are here, once we get to 98%, we're going to move back into the process and say, okay, we're going to detect a mass lesion on a mammogram. And then once we get that done, we're going to be able to predict cancer from 12 to 18 months out. So if you don't have cancer now, you go and take a mammogram, depending on how it is. We believe we can predict that within 12 to 18 months if you have or don't have breast cancer. And then the final stage here is the integration of all the previous, into a seamless platform. So within the last 5 minutes, what you've really seen is a new paradigm shift in the way we practice medicine. Now, instead of waiting for days to get a medical insight, you only wait seconds. And the insight is comparable to any physician out there once we get our results up. Anybody from around the world can get this insight. Not only that, we can integrate this with physicians' technology to provide a secondary diagnosis for them, or secondary opinion of that. So we are UHAI, a platform that unifies medical information, put it on the blockchain, and then use AI to find medical insights. Thank you.